And thousands of soldiers heading home for the holidays. We're talking to some of them as your Good Morning Augusta continues.
Good morning, Augusta!
This weekend, around 3,000 soldiers from Fort Eisenhower will travel home for the holidays. WJBF News Channel 6's Kim Vickers is live at Fort Eisenhower this morning. So, Kim, for many soldiers, it's the first time they've seen their family in months.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, I come from a military family myself, and I can definitely attest that it can be months, sometimes years before soldiers or servicemen and women see their families. Now, Fort Eisenhower started busing soldiers to Augusta Regional Airport starting at midnight. I'm standing here with a couple of those soldiers here this morning. This is Private Jacob Blair. He's from Philadelphia, and Private Christopher Bramble from Trinidad and Tobago. Now, Private Blair, tell me, how long has it been since you saw your family?
It's been at least 5 months. I just finished up my time here at IT, and I'm just excited to go home.
So tell me, what it means to you to get to spend the holidays with your family.
It means everything, ma'am. Just being able to see my friends and family back at home is important.
That's great. Now, you, Private Bramble, tell me how long it's been since you've been home and what it means to you to get to go and spend the holidays with your family.
Since I've been home, it has been about 6 months. And, man, I tell you, I miss them with all my heart. I can't wait to see them.
So what are the plans when you get home?
Definitely hugging my mom. But definitely going to see my friends and family.
And for you?
Oh, I can't wait to hit the beach. I need the warm weather of the Caribbean, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Been there. It is absolutely amazing. Well, thank you guys so much.
That's where we find WJBF News Channel 6's Kim Vickers live this morning. Kim, this is certainly a big deal for men and women in uniform.
Absolutely. For many of them, they haven't been home in months. Some of them, this is their first time away from home. So getting to go home for the holidays really means a lot to them. I am standing here this morning with Major General Ryan Janovic. He is the commanding general of Fort Eisenhower and the Cyber Center of Excellence. Major General, tell me, what does this mean to these young men and women to get to go home for the holidays?
Well, I think it means a great deal, and here's why. The parents of the United States, when they send their sons and daughters to us, they expect us to train them like no one else in the Army. That's why we call ourselves the Center of Excellence. They expect us to take great care of them. And we train them hard and we work them hard. So this is a chance for them to go home, rejuvenate, restore some energy, and see the family. I talked to about 11 before walking in to meet with you, and 11 to the person said, I can't wait to see my family and spend time with the family. So I think it's a chance to recharge, come back in the new year ready to keep training, and then join our Army in a fast-paced year, I'm sure.
So really quickly, think back to, what was it, 5 years ago that you just joined the Army? So think back to then and when it was you and you hadn't seen your family in a while and you got to go home. Talk to me, quickly about what that was like for you.
It's always about the little things, the things that you start to miss. You miss your family, but you miss the traditions. You miss the simple things in your home. You miss the comfort. And I know that all of them are going to go soak that up and come back and ready for more in 2025.
Well, thank you so much, Major General. I'm standing here with a soldier whose family's actually coming to pick her up. This is Private Erica Wilson. She's from Hinesville, Georgia, but going to North Carolina for the holidays. Private, tell me, what does it mean to you to get to spend this holiday season with your family?
Oh my goodness, this is quality time to feel like a civilian after 3 long months of being an Army soldier, and I'll say it's a long time coming.
That sounds so exciting. Now, like myself, you come from a military family. Tell me a little bit about your story.
Okay, so both of my parents were both in the military. My dad retired as a first sergeant. My husband's also in the military station here at Fort Liberty. So I've been a military spouse for the past 14 years. And now it's time for me to go ahead and put the suit on and show them that I can be just as good as they are, if not even better.
There you go. Whatever he can do, you can do better. All right. So, what are you looking forward to the most about going home for the holidays?
Building gingerbread houses with my 7-year-old. She's ready to build a Barbie dream house, and Mom's ready to show up and show out.
That is going to be an awesome gingerbread house.
That's where we find WJBF News Channel 6's Kim Vickers this morning. Kim, this is a very highly organized event for the Post.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely is. The command has a lot of soldiers to get to the Augusta Regional Airport so that they can catch their flight in time. So that takes a lot of organization to do smoothly. I'm standing here this morning with Colonel William, I hope I don't butcher this, Cherkowskis, and he is the 15th Signal Brigade Commander. Colonel, tell me a little bit about what goes into planning this kind of event?
Yes, ma'am. With almost 4,000 soldiers that we're pushing out today, it takes a lot of time and energy, and we begin planning almost a year in advance in order to make sure that we've got all the moving parts and pieces, both folks on and off post, set up to be able to do what we need to do to make sure folks get home safe and sound to their families.
Sure. So, some of them, their families will be picking them up, but the vast majority of them will be going by flight. So, is part of your planning and part of your, putting this together, buying their tickets for them, or do they do that and then just say, hey, this is what time? How does that work?
No, the soldiers understand when they can fly, and so that's on them to buy their own tickets, and then we will arrange the transportation to get them to either Atlanta or Augusta Airport, or if their families come to pick them up, we'll work with the families to make sure they know when to come and get them.
So what is the feedback that you've gotten from the soldiers this year about them getting to go home and see their families after months of not seeing them?
You always see those smiles and the shining, the gleam in their eye. Even if it is 3 o'clock in the morning, they're happy to get out of here and get home to good cooking and see their family.
Sure, absolutely. Thank you so much, Colonel. Now, their leave will begin tomorrow, and it will end on January 2nd. And I just want to wish all of our servicemen and women a very happy holidays, and thank you for your service. Live at Fort Eisenhower, Kim Vickers, WJBF News Channel 6.